back to On the Shelf Gaming. This is the first time I've tried since the end of the last episode. I definitely did not fall and die again already.
It's definitely not 4 hours later, and we definitely haven't been through 842 lives.
Yeah, that's a ridiculously high number. Why would anyone even possibly believe such a ridiculous thing? Erase all that footage for me, Crandon. Because we don't need it, since it didn't happen.
You got it. Definitely not playing when you died in, like, black and white with In the Arms of an Angel. But, like, a shitty copyright-free version.
Hell yeah. Man, I love that song.
I know.
Great song.
I fucking hate that song.
It's because you're a fucking hater, obviously, because it's a great fucking song.
It would be a good song if I didn't go through the experience of every other fucking ad for a while being, for just $3 a month, you can help save these poor children. We definitely won't pocket any of it. It will go towards helping them. For sure, you can trust me, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. I want to start a charity so that I can make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Guys, tell me a charitable thing that you would contribute to, and then donate $100,000, and I will give personally 1% or more.
Okay, so here's what we do. You know how there's the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation?
Yes.
That it's totally legit and does their job.
Yeah, they're spreading breast cancer awareness. We could spread breast awareness, bro.
Well, I was gonna say
make people more aware of breasts.
We do what they do, but for testicular cancer, because most people when they think of testicular cancer, they think of it as you got ball cancer, no balls, because they died.
Do they?
I mean, it is kind of a serious issue that Men's Health doesn't really ever get the recognition that it needs to make sure that men stay.
But I think there's a gap between we should talk more about men's health and you have ball cancer.
I mean, how many men have you met? Because I'm pretty sure most men would be like, "Oh, you got ball cancer, bro."
I mean, listen, if I got testicular cancer, I think that it would be really funny if that was your response.
I wouldn't.
If you got ball cancer, I would not say that.
But yeah, we'll just, I don't know, we'll find a way to do a testicular cancer.
Fine. God, you gotta let everybody else have the breasts. And meanwhile, we're just stuck with balls.
Listen, there's just... Breast cancer gets all the recognition that it needs to make sure that women stay safe and healthy. Ryan Reynolds had to put a fucking ad in the first Deadpool movie to make sure you knew about testicular cancer.
I mean, I didn't say anything about breast cancer.
Yeah, but you're... Listen. Get on the phone with Casey. Casey will probably take you up on breast awareness. They like breasts.
Yeah. Casey, if you're out there watching and you want to start a breast awareness charity with me, shoot me a DM. Because I think we can make a fortune and also help make people aware of breasts.
Wait, also, wasn't there just a breast awareness campaign with those I Love Boobies bracelets from, like, oh god, when we were in high school?
I mean, that was a breast cancer thing.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I guess it was.
Yeah, that's the thing. No one would start a charity just for breast awareness. That's ridiculous.
Listen, man. Have you seen all the shenanigans from the last, 10 years of existence?
No. I've been in a coma.
Oh, well.
I didn't want you to find out this way, bro.
I have some unfortunate news to catch you up on. It's the scary piano. Do 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 do.
Man, you know what game we gotta play again?
What game?
Probably after we play Super Mario RPG Remake, right?
Yeah.
Paper Mario 64.
Oh god, yes. And again, I can bring my Nintendo controller.
That's true.
I'm honestly thinking about getting one of their Super Nintendo controller mods so that I can play the Mario RPG Remake. on like original controller hardware, essentially.
Well, I guess it. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say, will it work on without like an analog stick? I don't know if it'll need one or not. Depends on how they change the controls.
Assumedly, if they leave the controls intact as they can, I would guess, like, because I can't imagine you wouldn't need a second stick because there's probably not going to be any camera control.
Right.
And I'm sure the movement system won't be that different that you would need like a controller over analog stick.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It kind of just depends on how they map it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see how it goes. Come on!
I also just kind of want to get one for A, playing the Super Nintendo collection.
Fair.
And B, because they're non-Nintendo ones, they work with PC as well. So if I were to, emulate or get an adapter, I could use it for an actual SNES or other things.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. We're the Beastie Boys.
Are we?
I don't know.
I think 2 of the 3 Beastie Boys are dead, so that means one of us has to be dead. And also Sacred.
Yeah. Sorry, bro. I didn't want you to find out this way.
But we're both dead?
No, Sacred and I are.
Oh, shit, bro.
You've been hanging out with ghosts.
Well, that's fine. I mean, we're in Big Boo's Hot, so this probably feels like home for you, right?
Yeah. A little bit. The only thing that it's missing is the greatest spooky song ever.
Uh-huh.
You know it. You love it. It's Down on Pumpkin Hill, I Gotta Find My Lost Piece.
Ah.
I ain't gonna let it get to me. Somebody said over there wasn't nobody over there. Whatever. Down on Pumpkin Street, Pumpkin Avenue, Pumpkin Hill.
You gotta rock down to Pumpkin Avenue.
The Pumpkin Avenue.
Yeah, that's probably how it goes.
Yeah.
That's what I recall.
Hell yeah. So, when we play Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, are we playing the Steam ports, or...
Yeah, probably, just because it's more convenient that way.
Hell yeah. You mind if we install better SADX for Sonic Adventure?
Yeah, we literally don't have any other choice as far as I can tell.
Yeah?
Because I tried, funnily enough, when I thought I was going to make a Sonic Adventure video, I recorded all of Sonic's playthrough and almost all of Tails' playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to the final boss fight in Tails' playthrough, and you couldn't beat it.
I remember you sending me footage of that.
Yes. And then I installed Better SADX, and it fixed it.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know if that's like an everybody issue on Steam, or if I just got really lucky, as I so often feel like I do.
See, I feel like...
what?
I feel like I also had that experience where I got to the end of Tails' playthrough and I just couldn't beat Robotnik, and I was like, what the fuck? Is this game's problem?
Yeah, because you had said before I started playing, or maybe like right after I started playing, that I should install the mod. And I was like, well, I can't just install the mod. Like, I'm wanting to make this review video, and when you add a mod to it, it's like, is it still a review of the game?
Right.
And sort of. But then when it didn't even work, I was like, well, I guess that's as good a reason as any.
I don't know. I think better SADX. I really think the Dreamcast models were superior. If nothing but the textures, because the models, I could be argued that the DX versions were better. It's just I hated that shitty shine that they had on them.
Yeah, bro. You know, it's funny that you say that.
Yeah?
Because I fucking love that.
Well, you know what they say, opposites attract.
They do say that. I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
I don't know where that originates. I'm not so sure that it's completely 100% accurate, but...
What? Something that's been said by people for God knows how long might not be true?
Possibly. I don't know. In semi-related news, do you think that Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev ever had, like, just the grossest, worst fucking sex of all time.
No, I think...
Because they were so attracted to each other because they were political opposites.
I think Ronald Reagan probably would have unalived himself before...
At the mere thought of having sex with a man?
Yeah.
Probably.
Because I think he was an ultra homophobe.
He was. That is very true.
He was too busy getting sloppy from Nancy in the fucking parking lot of some movie production company.
I mean, that's fair.
Or something that I read on the internet once upon a time.
Yeah. I mean, can you blame the guy?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, his wife was a little old lady by the time he was the president. But, like, she was a hot actress when she was young.
I can blame Ronald Reagan for a lot of things.
Well, yeah, but not fucking getting his dick sucked. You can't blame people for wanting to get their dick sucked. You blame them for all the horrible stuff they did.
Yeah,
that doesn't make getting their dick sucked something to blame them for.
I guess. I have really missed doing On the Shelf Gaming.
Me too. Where else in my life would I ever get to talk about Ronald Reagan getting his dick sucked by Nancy Reagan, the quote-unquote throat goat?
I mean, this is normally something that over the last couple years that would have happened while we were sitting on the couch over there, just kind of hanging out.
True dat. Well, but without an excuse to hang out, you never come over.
Yeah, I mean, that's mostly just because I've really, really pulled back so hard over the last couple of years, and I'm trying to work on that.
That's fair too. I mean, I can't say anything. I literally don't have any idea when the last time I went to your house was. So.
It's been a couple of years.
Yeah, so like, it's not like I have all this room to talk about you abandoning our friendship. Meanwhile, I've just been sitting in my house not worrying about it.
Well, I think it's also that we have the same mental, not like a mental issue, but the mental faculty, some sort of oops. Oh no.
Ow.
Because there are a lot of people who, I think it's an ADHD thing where, like, 5 years will go by, and it's not that, like, we hate each other, but it's just that we literally stop thinking about object permanence is not a thing that we have.
Yeah. Or I don't have ADHD.
I don't know. Maybe it's some other mental...
but I have no mental anything.
Behavioral disorder.
I am behaviorally ordered.
Sure. I mean, you've never been to a doctor probably to...
Exactly. Fuck doctors. What if they tell me something I don't want to hear?
Then you just got to get bent.
Believe me, I would be very bent. I would be bent at like a 90-degree angle.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I don't want to have to hear things that I don't want to hear.
Yeah, what are you, like every Republican ever?
I mean... That's not just a Republican thing, that's an everybody thing, but I'll say yes.
I know, but you know... I gotta play to the dynamic of, no, we're the right, for sure. We're in the right. We're not bad. We don't have flaws. I mean, we do. Everyone has flaws.
Well,
Nobody
yeah.
is a perfect being.
That's true.
And to suggest anything otherwise is ridiculous.
True dat.
No one like person or political idea is going to be correct or fit everyone.
But what if it did, though?
What if it did?
What if we had all the answers? What if you could find all the answers only here on the Shelf Gaming?
What if God was one of us?
I would be right here still.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, God.
You're welcome, my child.
Yep. Man, so I've really been thinking about getting 2 of those Super Nintendo kits. Oops. And doing a controller for you and a controller for me.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, sanding them down and repainting them to look like the shelf.
That'd be sick.
That way they're on the shelf controllers.
Fucking love the shelf. Here's the thing, right? Like, I get that, like, by probably by most objective measures, On the Shelf Gaming was a terrible name, and having a shelf as your branding is a terrible branding idea, and I'm an idiot even though I didn't come up with the name or the shelf idea.
I don't know, like, it makes enough sense to me because
I just really like it.
we, you know, a lot of people put their games on shelves.
Yes.
And it's never been uttered this way, but I could definitely...
Oops.
Well,
I'm fucked.
Believe...
Oh, I survived!
Hell yeah! Hell yeah. One of us going, well, what should we play today? Well, let's check what's on the shelf.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, man. None of the videos you and Sacred have recorded are out yet, are they?
No. I'm gonna release part 1 of Wind Waker HD and part 1 of Tai on the same day.
Okay.
And then I think we're gonna alternate every other day.
I think that some combination of you and I, or you and Sacred, or the three of us should do that as a live action bit, as a channel return video.
See, the only thing about that is our channel has no subscribers to watch it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we don't... at least I am not here doing this with the thought that we're going to have so many people come and watch us, or literally anyone watch it. I'm just doing it to hang out with my friends and do things that I find funny.
I mean, that's fair, too. I don't know. The 1,000 people watching this video right now, what do you think? Do you think we should make videos... for people, or do you think we should make videos for us that make no sense when you take the context of people watching them afterwards out of the equation?
I don't know. Like, I don't even think it's that. I think it's just there needs to be some balance of, yes, doing things that people want to watch because that's how platforms like this work.
Ah!
But also, like, if we're not having fun doing it, like, what's the point?
Yeah.
And so I think we should do silly little funny... It doesn't even have to be a full video. It can be a YouTube short.
That's fair. I forget what it was now, but Sacred and I had a short idea too.
Yeah.
And then I also had a separate short idea. Sacred and I, and I don't know when it'll come out, but Sacred and I, we tried Punch-Out NES.
Ooh.
And we played one part, and Sacred... had the worst commentary in the history of On the Shelf Gaming.
Hell yeah. Even worse than that time that I said something during Mario 64 playthrough?
Yeah, because this wasn't even funny. It was just really annoying.
Gotcha.
Because I was playing, and the idea was we were going to go until I lost a fight.
Uh-huh.
Which we did. And it took roughly 1 episode length, so we're fine there. But he was pretending to be... you know, the coach.
Oh, no.
But of course, he doesn't have anything to say.
Oh, no.
And when Sacred doesn't want to do a video, he can't just say, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
He has to ruin it. And I don't know why. And he claims I do the exact same thing, and I don't know, maybe I do, and maybe it's inadvertent. But, like, I don't know. I don't know if his is inadvertent. It felt awfully, you could have done literally anything else.
Yeah.
Because we were fighting these guys, and every time I dodged and got them into a position where you can punch him, he's just like, punch, 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 punch. And every time I'd get hit, he'd say, don't get hit!
Dodge!
And
Why aren't you dodging?
It's like, God damn it, Sacred. Just shut your fucking mouth! Jesus! So, instead of releasing what I'm sure would be the worst episode of On the Shelf Gaming in history, I'm going to cut a short of just Sacred's boxing advice, so that we will instead have the worst short in history. Shit, I'm dead.
Hell yeah.
But also, I think it'll actually be funny that way and not just annoying.
Hell yeah. Man, out of all the things, because he could have done the whole coach thing, but he could have just ripped off. Oh God, what is that character's name?
Hey, it's me, Sylvester Stallone, and I was in Rocky. What was it, the coach's name in Rocky?
I have no idea.
Adrian.
It
was Adrian. his coach's name was Adrian, and he could have been like, all right, champ, you just got to get in there and make sure you hit him with that left hook. And, Glass Joe there, he's got a weak chin, so wait for your time and then get in there and break that chin of his.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. He could have done something other than be as annoying as possible. I agree.
Yeah.
But it's fine. None of us are perfect.
Yeah. Po Buddy's nerfect. Hot-footed in the volcano.
Oh, bro. Remember when I died inside a volcano?
No. Didn't happen. I don't believe you.
Fair. Oh, man. So, you know how they got, and I don't want to talk about this for too long because this is just idle conversation between us about other games that will probably end up as videos at some point.
Uh-huh.
But you know how they got, like, games in Fortnite other than just, like, the Battle Royale mode?
Yes.
One of the games that someone built into Fortnite is Guess Who.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and Sacred and I have played a shit ton of Fortnite Guess Who now.
Hell yeah. One thing that I find myself doing more and more when I don't want to play Fortnite, but I want to play Fortnite, is I will play death run levels. And I found this one the other day. It was the most creative one that I've ever seen. It had, like, custom music and custom, like, characters in it. It was bananas, and it had cutscenes.
Damn.
Yeah. It's a shame that I have no idea what it was called.
That is a shame, because that'd be cool. We're trying to piece together different things to play for a video of Fortnite. I don't know if it'd be just like one video or a series of videos, or how many things would be in any given video or what, but...
It'll still be in my recent library, so I can shoot the island code to you.
Hell yeah.
And y'all can check it out.
Hell yeah. People out there watching, if you've never played Fortnite before, and you're thinking, man, grown men playing Fortnite, that's a children's game. Well, first of all, almost everybody I've ever met that plays Fortnite has been a grown person. But also, like, it's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
So, like, get over it.
Thirdly, like, you could argue that a lot of games are meant for children.
Well, yeah.
Like,
this is a children's game.
Yeah.
Any game that was ever made by Nintendo, probably a children's game.
And, like, I don't know, I hate that idea, and I hate that I used to be one of those people that was like, Fortnite's a game for children. Like, no, it's got skins in it, like, it's meant to pull money from people, and children don't have money. So it's aimed at people with disposable income.
Well, it is aimed at, like, children specifically in some ways.
Yes.
But it's like, with a bunch of the anime characters, and, like, some of the Marvel characters, those are not aimed at small children.
Right.
Those are aimed at you and me.
Yeah, like Terminator, Predator, Ripley from Alien, the Alien. The different anime characters, yes, but, like, there are skins in there that no kid's gonna give a shit about.
Right. Oops,
but
I just went into the pyramid.
Some guy in his 30s, yeah, that's gonna work.
Yeah, or some guy who's only in his 20s.
Yeah.
For one more month.
Yeah. Specifically only one more month.
Yeah, not even, actually. 1 day less than one more month.
Right, I knew that. I definitely haven't been thinking the last, like, 3 years that it was the 12th.
Yeah. Yeah, who would ever... It's okay, I don't know. I don't even have any idea when your birthday is. September or something.
It's okay.
No, bro, I'm a terrible person.
Nah.
I only remember mine, my sister, my brother, Sarah's, and Sarah's two sisters, and that's only because one is literally also Sarah's, and one is also my sister's.
Hell yeah. You don't even know your ma's?
No.
Oh.
Not off the top of my head. I know where to find my mom's birthday.
I guess that's fair. I know my dad's birthday is in, like, March, but I don't fucking remember.
Other people whose birthdays I don't know when are, Sacred.
Yeah, honestly, I've never heard Sacred talk about his birthday, so until I know when it is, he just kind of spawned in one day, fully formed.
I mean, that was my experience with him. He spawned in as a fully formed adult who claimed that he was like 14 years old.
Yes.
But looked pretty much grown. And that's not to say that like people who are 14 look grown, because they don't. People that are 14 generally look like children.
Yeah.
No offense if you're out there and you're 14 and you're watching and you think that you look very grown up. I'm sure you specifically do. But for the rest of your people that you know, they all look like children.
Yeah. That's the thing that I don't get. Like, I work at a job where minors work, and I'm just like, I don't understand how people find, like, grown adults find minors attractive, because I look at them and I'm like, that's a child, that's an infant. I mean, not like a literal infant.
Well, yeah.
Like,
but the further you get away from being like 18, the younger teenagers look compared to... And it's just like... Because it works the exact same from the opposite end. Like, older people look way less old to me now.
I feel that.
Like my grandma, she's in her 80s. And I'm like... When I see people who look her age, I have to like actively account for the fact that I still think of my grandma as being like in her 60s.
Yeah.
And so when I see people who look like they're roughly the same age as her, I'm like, ah, yes, someone in their 60s. Even though people in their 60s look more like my parents now.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, ah, yes, people who look like my parents, they're probably in their 40s.
Yeah.
And they're not. It's almost us, bro. Yeah. We're almost the 40 people.
Yeah. I mean, I still have that problem where I look at myself in the mirror most days and I'm like, yeah, I'm like 18. And I'm like, no, I'm not. God, no, I'm not.
Nah, I feel that.
Man, my niece just turned 18.
Uh-huh.
Or my oldest niece just turned 18. And that was kind of one of those tough pills to swallow because, like, God.
Nah, I feel that. Well, because, like, my oldest niece is about to be a teenager.
Yeah,
in the next couple of years, and
shouldn't she be like 12 this year?
No. She was born in 2012.
2012. Okay, yeah. All right. Sorry, I was like, man, no, because Shane and I were 19 our senior year because our birthdays fell late.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Sure.
I mean, that's what my mom always said was that she could have put me, because of how my birthday fell, she had the chance of enrolling me the year prior.
Yeah.
But she was worried that I would be too young. And instead I was just like one of the oldest kids in our grade.
Right. Honestly, though, right call. In almost every experience, because you're at a disadvantage when you're the youngest person in your class. Mm-hmm. Because not only are you generally smaller than most of the other people in your class, but especially when you're like really young, mm-hmm. you know, like kindergarten, first grade, that.
Right.
Because you're less developed, you're more likely to have problems with school.
Oh.
Which then make you more likely to have more problems later on in school.
Gotcha.
So really, if you have a child who has the opportunity to either be the youngest child in one class or the oldest child in the next class, you should probably go with the oldest child. That's your parenting advice from Inutsu, the non-parent. But also, like, I didn't just make that up. Like, that's a science thing, so...
Hell yeah. Science facts. Man, I can't believe how fast you beat this boss in Wind Waker.
I know, Link could never.
Yeah. Can't wait to do that boss battle. The Tower of the Gods, or whatever.
I don't know what boss we're talking about. Oh yeah, I do, actually. Never mind. Bongo Bongo.
Yes, Bongo Bongo.
My favorite Wind Waker boss.
Me too.
Ouch! My injuries!
Yes. Not to just keep talking about other games than the one that we're playing.
Uh-huh.
But a friend of mine that I work with, they have been playing through, or they just finished a couple weeks ago, Ocarina of Time for the first time in their life. They didn't.
What?
They never played it as a kid.
Lucky.
They've only played it as an adult. And it was fun hearing things that I remember feeling
Mm-hmm.
when I was a kid first playing it,
Yeah.
but also because they're an adult. Like, they were like, oh yeah, I liked the water temple. It wasn't that hard. And I just had to be like, don't say fuck you, don't say fuck you, don't say fuck you.
Here's the thing, though, like, because as an adult, I agree, it's not that hard.
Oh, for sure.
But it is annoying.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those... You set yourself up to backtrack if you miss anything,
Mm-hmm.
which is just the most annoying thing.
Yes, I actually, in my own playthrough semi-recently, had that issue myself, where I remembered the thing that I always forget in the water temple, which is to go down in that central room. But I forgot to grab the key from that from that first room where you meet Ruto in
Right.
And so there I'm like, man, where the fuck did I forget this key at? And then I was like, God damn it.
No, I feel you there. And it's really interesting, because I've seen a whole bunch of long-form analysis reviews of Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about those types of reviews is, the people who are even interested in making a review like that are generally people who are super familiar with the game before they even go in.
Mm-hmm.
But if for some reason they weren't, they play a shit ton of the game. So then they are by the time it's all said and done.
Right.
And you can't really... Because, like, if you ask me, what are the hardest stars to find in Mario 64? I would definitely give you totally wrong answers. Because, like, I know where they all are already.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, in the second level, there's a star where you have to shoot yourself out of a cannon
Right.
and blow up that wall.
Right.
Well, of course, I know where that is. It takes, like, 2 seconds.
Yes.
But if you don't know where it is, how can I judge? I've literally, for as long as I can remember, I've known where that star is. How can I possibly ever judge how difficult it would be for someone who doesn't?
Right.
Other than just getting some people who haven't ever played it and aren't familiar with where it is. And going to them and seeing how much trouble they have.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many things like that. And it's the same thing with, like, the temples in Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
Like, how could I possibly judge, like, how difficult the water temple truly is when I already know pretty much where to go?
Yes. Again, another, like, not to continue just being like, hey, let's talk about things that may be future videos at some point, but if we play Ocarina, are we going to play, like, the one that's on Nintendo Switch Online, or are we going to run Citra and play the 3DS version?
I mean, I figured we would just play the one on Nintendo Switch Online just because it's so easy and convenient.
Fair.
But if you want to make it more difficult on us, I will also suffer through it being more difficult on us.
I mean,
to play the better game.
I don't know, like, I just figured it might be nice to see an Ocarina of Time playthrough that's not, these models were made in 1995, and look it.
I mean, that's fair. Well, you definitely don't see that much Ocarina of Time 3D footage, just because it's so hard. Man, remember when we were going to get a 3DS capture card, and we never did?
Yeah. Which, again, is why I'm like, man, we should just use Citra.
Well, yeah.
We should borrow Ian's 3DS Super XL,
yeah.
whatever he said in the Kirby game that they played.
Ah, fuck! Well, I better die.
What a phrase.
Sometimes you just gotta die. You can't. Nobody lives forever, you know, bro?
I mean, in the immortal words of Freddie Mercury, who wants to live forever?
Lots of people? Fuck again?
Yeah, again. I guess that's fair. A lot of people don't think about the horrific reality that would be living forever.
That is true. And we're not going to think about it either. Next time on the shelf gaming. Existentialism.